Well, we finally made it to the end. We are sitting in these seats as seniors. Something, when we started freshman year, seemed like a lifetime away. When people tell you that the 4 years in high school will be over before you know it, you think they're lying, but it really did. How did it become the middle of May? It's crazy to think that we will never walk these halls again. We may not admit it, but we all have learned something here, good and bad. In my farewell speech today, I will talk about the lessons I've learned, the classes I've had in high school, and to thank everyone who supported me throughout my journey. First, some of the lessons I learned, one of them is acceptance. You lose some friends and you gain some. You came here in 8th grade and thought that you would have the same friends forever. And once you get to high school, that all changes. You gain some friends that you never thought you would talk to. And you learn acceptance of others. When you work in groups in class, you don't always feel like you want to always work with your friends. But sometimes that always doesn't happen. You're forced to work with new people, and it turns out you might really like those people. Everyone is different. Over the summer, I worked downtown at a law office my mom works at, and you walk the streets and you think there's a lot of interesting people out there, but someday when you have a job, you might work with those people and you have to learn to accept them for their differences because you can't tell your boss that you don't want to work with them because they're not your friends. And I've learned that in high school. Another thing I learned is you have to work hard. If you don't get a grade on the test you want, you got to work harder. You got to study harder. You got to get your grades up. You can't just give up because that's not going to fix anything. You have to keep going and work harder. My next point, the classes in high school. We've all had the classes that we love to go to every day and the ones that we dread. Either the teacher was boring or we did not understand the information at all. We sit in those classes and think, I'm never going to use this again. When is this going to be useful? I do it in math class every day. We sit there and I dread that class every day and I don't want to go. But then there's classes that we like my favorite class this year was preschool. It's taught me many things, as in patience. Sometimes they don't listen the first time or the second time or the fourth time, or they stop and then they continue to do it a minute later. But I know their school year will go fast for them. They graduate in 2028, and it will go fast just like it went for me. Every day in preschool makes 7th and 8th period a little more enjoyable at the end of the day, because even if you're having a bad day, you go in, and you see all the preschoolers, and they help you, because you can't have a sad face when 16 little ones are looking at you. Also, another thing in high school is my grades. I've always got good grades during my high school years. I take pride in getting good grades, and I think it's more of a competition with my brother, because I bring home the better grades. And I know I continue to put that effort in college. I got the highest grades my junior year, which was also my most difficult year. But I was glad I got those grades because they are important, the most important year to get into college. My third point, my thank yous. I would like to thank my parents because my parents have supported me throughout my high school career with homework, with any problems in school or outside of school. They've always been there for me no matter what at any hour of the day. They have provided me with everything I needed to succeed. And it will not change as I move on from high school. I am the person I am today because of my parents. Secondly, I would like to thank my cousin. She's a high school math teacher, and without her, I probably would be failing my math class because she has helped me study and do my homework. And it's taught me anything I have not understood. And I would like to thank my friends, because without them, I don't know what I would do without them. They've helped me throughout my years here. And even if you lose some, you gain many good ones in high school. And my teachers, because they've helped me and I've learned so much from them, each and every one of them. Some teachers are more memorable than others, but no doubt I've learned from all of them in their special way. In the fall, I will be attending Duquesne University, majoring in business. I wish each and every one of you luck in your college and your careers. It'll be different going to school this fall and not seeing the same faces I spent the last 4 years with, or longer. Some of you I went to elementary school with. Good luck to each and every one of you, and remember, when one door closes, another door opens.